that I will and faithfully
discharge the duties of the office of the public printer.
discharge the duties of the public printer of the United States.
So help me God.
So help me God.
The U.S. Government Printing Office began 2011 with the swearing in of Bill Borman as the 26th public printer of the United States. Borman began his career at GPO as a printer in the 1970s and now leads the agency in carrying out its historic mission for our country.
And we will support the President and the Congress, and we will help them carry out the direction they've set for our nation.
Shortly after becoming public printer, Borman joined archivist David Ferriero in leading a delegation into the Oval Office to deliver President Barack Obama his first edition of the public papers of the President. It was President Obama who appointed Borman to his new position.
How are you?
Hi, Mr. President. I'm the public printer.
So nice to see you,
Thank you
sir.
for the appointment.
Oh,
I'm enjoying it very much.
Are you having fun?
Oh, I'm having fun.
Well, everything is printed wonderfully.
GPO employees successfully produced another important job for the White House, the President's budget for the federal government. The public printer and OMB director Jacob Liu inspected copies of the budget as it came off of GPO presses.
Mr. Director, on behalf of the men and women of the United States Government Printing Office, I'm proud to present you President Obama's budget.
The public and media lined up at GPO's bookstore to pick up copies of the budget, but also many viewed it as well as other important documents online on GPO's Federal Digital System, or FDSys. GPO not only prints but has become the digital information platform for the entire federal government. The public printer explained during a Senate Appropriations hearing how a lot of the work done by GPO employees is preparing documents digitally.
Can you tell me what percentage of your budget might be used in paper communication? Is that possible?
Well,
just a rough.
Yeah. I think the cost for, say, like using the congressional record as an example, about 70% of it is the IT side or the pre-press, getting it prepared, to putting it up online every night so that...
You'd have that expense anyway.
Exactly. And so the 30% left for printing is the smallest piece of it.
As GPO continues to serve the information needs of Congress, GPO conducted the first ever survey to congressional offices and committees about their need for printed copies of the congressional record and OFR publications. As a result, GPO is producing more than 600 less copies of the congressional record every day Congress is in session, and GPO has developed an online form on gpo.gov allowing congressional offices to update their printed publication needs. GPO continues to make service to the federal agency customers a top priority. GPO Customer Services business unit surveyed agencies on how GPO is doing in areas that need improvement. One of the results was 91% of customers are satisfied overall with the services they are receiving from GPO. GPO celebrated its 150th anniversary in 2011. To mark this milestone, GPO opened an exhibit highlighting the agency's service to our nation. On display is an original printed copy of the Emancipation Proclamation. This copy was produced by GPO employees in 1862.
I hope that people walk away and get a sense of what a marvelous place this is and what a great asset this is for the United States government.
GPO also released a 150th anniversary book called Keeping America Informed. And while promoting a summer youth program, D.C. Mayor Vincent Gray stopped by GPO to tour the exhibit and thank GPO for being an important part of the fabric of the District of Columbia for the past 150 years. And during the past year, the nation marked the 10th anniversary of the 9/11 terrorist attacks. GPO commemorated this anniversary with an employee remembrance ceremony. GPO continues to expand its social media tools. In 2011, GPO launched a Facebook page. This increases communication with customers, libraries, and the public. GPO also has Twitter and YouTube accounts in an effort to increase transparency.
You're watching NBC4, Washington's news leader. Now, live in HD.
Borman appeared on Washington, D.C.'s NBC4 Sunday morning news program to discuss GPO's mission, employees, challenges, and the future.
How critical the role is, because every day you are delivering documents that are crucial and critical to the work of Congress.
Well, I mean, I think that we help them open the doors every day because we provide them with a calendar for that day's events. We provide them with the previous day's journal and the congressional record. We put it up online by 6 a.m. in the morning, and we deliver it print ink on paper version by about 9 a.m.
Since becoming public printer, Borman emphasized GPO's strong relationship with the commercial printing industry in America by visiting McCardle Printing in Maryland. It was also at McCardle where he began his apprenticeship 45 years ago. The library community has been one of GPO's important partners in carrying out the mission of keeping America informed through the Federal Depository Library Program. In September, Borman joined Congressman John Sarbanes in designating Towson University's library into the FDLP. As 2011 came to a close, the National Archives turned to GPO to host the transcripts of President Nixon's Watergate grand jury testimony on FDSIS. This is the first time the public has had access to this collection. GPO also released its first mobile app of GPO's online member guide. On a variety of mobile devices, the public can access photos and other information about members of Congress. Just another example of GPO embracing new technologies as the agency enters its 151st year of keeping America informed.